Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tim and this is Tim the Trailman, and we are on day 2 of the travel for the journey from Atlanta, Georgia to Alaska. And so as you know, I'm using my truck and trailer to move me and my family to Alaska from Atlanta. And if you missed the first day of traveling from Atlanta to Kansas City, go ahead and click that link in the description and watch that video to get you caught up. But we are on our way north. So let's jump into it and see what the adventure holds. Okay, so for day 2, we are heading from Kansas City to somewhere in North Dakota, probably Fargo, but we actually made it all the way to Carrington, and we've got that trip odometer reset, so we're gonna be up and running here. I did start fueling up in the evening times as well after today, but this morning on day 2, we did fill up at the gas station leaving Kansas City and getting the journey going. And so we are driving north on I-29 and just heading out of town right north of Kansas City. You're going to be right there in the flyover stage section. So it's not that exciting. The sunrise was amazing, but overall you're just going to see a bunch of flat lands. And then after a couple hours heading north, we'll be right there into South Dakota. You can see though, not much is changing.
This is South Dakota.
And real quick, I wanted to throw a quick note in there. The reason for all the fields and the B-roll is I'm not set up to videotape much in the truck. All my camera gear is packed away while we're moving, so I do apologize, and I thank you for sticking with me through the video as we go through these flyover states and the future videos as well. I just wasn't set up to be videotaping the entire trip, but I wanted to get this journey out to everybody as this is really a once-in-a-lifetime trip for me. One of the things I wasn't expecting going north on I-29 is the headwinds were brutal. I was getting 10 miles to the gallon there, and it was costing me, $130, $140 every time to fill up. No big deal. You can see that was 38 gallons to fill up. I do have that aftermarket fuel tank. That's a 56-gallon tank. And overall, I could have stopped many other times, but I wanted to keep stretching the legs of the truck, keep the truck going, and make as good a time as possible. So you can see with the factory tank, I would have had to stop a lot sooner than that, getting 10 miles to the gallon.
This is still South Dakota.
And unfortunately, it gets worse. This road though is crazy because as a whole, it's not paved really well. It's kind of like this roller coaster and a bump. You can't really see it that well on camera, but I'm not gonna go this way when I drive the 4Runner up here in a couple months. I thought this would be a great trip, a great journey through this area. And the main reason why I picked it is it gets me away from the big cities. So with the truck and the trailer, I'm somewhere probably close to 40 feet long, and I weigh close to 20,000 pounds. And so I just wanted to get out there on the interstate and cruise. So a lot of times I could do 65 to 70, but with this headwind, I just wasn't expecting it. So early next year when I drive the 4Runner, I'm gonna stick over to Highway 57 or Interstate 57 and Interstate 39 and run up through Minneapolis in middle Illinois and see what it's like over there, but I'm gonna avoid this. Nothing really changes even here getting into North Dakota.
North Dakota be legendary.
It is the farthest northern state that you can go in the US, and it means that we're just getting that much closer to the border as a whole. But it's beautiful scenery. The journey is great through this area, but really nothing exciting, no epic mountain views, no snow-capped mountains, just kind of flat lands. But it allowed me to make as much time as possible. You can see there almost 730 miles in the day, and then burning close to 80 gallons of fuel. That is crazy to me. So as a whole, we pulled over into Carrington, North Dakota, and a quick stop at the grocery store. Just wanted to check the prices. $7.99 for 2 pounds of peanut butter. What's that cost in your area? And Lever's was the grocery store that I was shopping at. And now at the end of day 2, topped off the truck so in the morning we could be ready to rock and roll without stopping for fuel. And that's the ending of the odometer there after about another 330 miles. We're staying in hotels this whole time, and this is the one that we stayed at. And it was just a beautiful sunset there in Carrington, North Dakota with the truck and the trailer. If you stayed this long in the video, thank you. And this was totally unexpected. So as we get checked into the hotel, walking in, looking outside to see, okay, truck, trailer, keep an eye on it, fantastic. And I turned around And there, lo and behold, is a hot tub in a low-class hotel in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota. So that was exciting. So if you stayed this long in the video, thank you so much for watching the journey. It's another 740 miles under our belt on a 4,200 mile trip. We wanted to make as good of time because we knew the weather was changing further up north. So the better we did here in the south, the more we could take our time up north. And that story is yet to come because we definitely needed some borrowed time. As always, thank you so much to my patrons. Your support means a lot to me and the channel. And if you'd like to be a patron too, please head on over to patreon.com/Tim the Trailman. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, so you can see future videos coming as the journey continues. And as always, thank you for watching.
Smooth.